Everybody, here we are again. I figured that this last interview was too good to pass up, so we're gonna go ahead and watch basically what's gonna be a short movie. I know I said in the previous part that the previous part would probably be my last video on this game, but I found on the Steam discussion page for this game, somebody posted the unlock code, which allows for viewing of 15 entries at a time. And then another neat trick is to search by this blank tag, apparently. I didn't even realize we could search by this blank tag. But yeah, I've gone through a lot of the footage. I haven't gone through all 200 previous parts before this final interview, but I did see a couple of them and I skimmed through a lot of others, and it was fucking fascinating. I'm gonna leave them out because if you're actually interested in this game, I think you should get it for yourself and play it for yourself so that you can experience what it was like to actually go through all this footage. Plus, I think the devs really deserve to be supported. They did something really special here, so if you're interested, go get it for yourself. If not, then here we go. Let's watch this final interview.
This is nice of them. This is where you take people when it's time to arrest them. Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer. Yes. Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for? I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
They really did. It was her sister, her twin sister, that murdered Simon. She would totally pass the test.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Oh my fucking god, the two of them are so smart. They're so smart. This one went in because she wasn't the one who killed. But the only question she got wrong was that her name's Hannah. Oh my god!
I've taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Oh my god.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Okay, so she apologized for saying her name is Hannah Smith. Do the detectives interviewing her know what her real name is? Do they know about the twin sister? I think so, right? By this time? By this interview? Yeah?
Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Yes.
Oh, never mind. She was apologizing for answering the question the long way. It should be yes or no questions, I'm guessing. So they might not even know the truth yet. At this point, I think later on in this interview, she confesses everything.
Yes. Yes.
It's just a bunch of yeses?
No. Yes. Yes. No. 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 I can take the stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent? My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
Bam! Is that totally an admission of guilt right there?
My mother called me Eve.
So you're the Eve. That's why she has that tattoo of her, Eve and the snake? That's why she has that tattoo.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story?
Yes.
It's a real-life fairy tale.
Alright, so I decided to only show the videos that I haven't seen yet, just because, like, if I showed every single video chronologically from this last interview, it would take a long time. So here we go. There should be 8 left.
Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
Yeah, that was in reference to their parents dying, Hannah's parents dying, and Eve's biological parents dying from the food poisoning. Still don't know if that was an accident or not.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Ugh.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
What a piece of shit. What a piece of fucking shit. God, I can only imagine how Eve felt during that awkward moment. I mean, come on, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
yo, that's not sharing, dude. That's cheating. You're cheating your sister out of an agreement. They had an agreement where Eve would not have intercourse with him, or like to decrease her contact with him. Eve wasn't even really interested in Simon to begin with. It was Hannah who was more interested in Simon. Shit.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, do you know what that means? Right, so during their swapping, Eve and Hannah, Eve was usually the one who had intercourse with the boys that they dated, but Simon was different. the first person that Simon had sex with was Hannah, and that first time got them pregnant. They had a miscarriage, however. Now, after that, Hannah didn't want Eve having sex with Simon. But after the kiss, after they started having their like separate affair, they had sex, Eve and Simon, and then bam, Eve gets fucking pregnant. Jesus Christ. And that baby who's alive is Sarah. We're playing as Sarah. We're playing as Eve's daughter. Whoa.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
The best move would have just been to disappear, yo. Just disappear.
It's like I told you before. I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
My god. So her alibi was really an alibi. At least for Eve. Like, I thought maybe the sisters planned it out, but it was a total coincidence. It's amazing. That's why she was so confident about the hospital. That's why she hit that taxi. It wasn't on purpose. Eve is the less proficient driver. Wow.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
And there you have it. That's a story. This was something special. I hope you guys liked it. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.